tower in the upright could mean trouble on this full moon.
Call it a result of your poor decisions, naive actions you take towards your very own people, you cowards.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another shuffle. I'm Kimberly Epphone Hunter III, and I made my first official, unofficial tarot deck. It combines the idea of tarot with some dark humor, psychology, and I take 35 different scenarios from different people who I've encountered both online or personally, and I provide a lesson for each different scenario. This is called the Pawn Wisdom Deck. It's by Kimberly Epphone Hunter III, and I had these printed off of makingplaycards.com. If you guys are interested in printing your own decks, check them out. They're a Chinese company and they do an excellent job. I must say I'm impressed by them. And this was not delivered by Canada Post, by the way. I don't know who delivered it. It came from China and it came late at night just 2 days ago. But I'm happy to get the deck, and we're here to provide some entertainment, lessons, and at the very least, just a little bit of laughter. So let's get down like Charlie Brown wearing a nightgown, and I will reveal the last 11 cards I had made. Now, in the last video I did, there was one card I thought maybe I should leave that out, and then I read something somebody posted today. It inspired me, claiming science fiction fans to be their own leaders of discernment. Please note that this is just for fun and we're doing it randomly. But we're also going to take the community Kipper deck and we're going to pull one card out of that. Since it's the community deck and everything, and I know people love to get readings done on me every single day, we're going to have some fun with this. We've got 11 cards left in Kimmy Baby's shuffle. And that we're going to get down like Charlie Brown so that them feathers shall never ruffle. So I'm going to draw the 11 cards here from the Wisdom deck. And we're going to do one from the Kipper. If you're a gay skipper, just be lucky and fortunate that you haven't experienced jail time if you're stalking people, because that could get you into a whole lot of legal trouble no matter who you know and how powerful you claim to be. So just make sure you avoid jail time if you're stalking people. It's something to consider. And regarding me, I don't give anybody access to my power or permission to come around me or manifest anything good from my blessings, which are rightfully mine, and your burdens are yours to carry as always. But we'll draw one from the Kipper, just for shits. Let's do this. I'm gonna pull it from the middle, even though I already shuffled these. That'll be the last on the list. So we've got one Kipper card, and we're gonna start drawing from Kimmy Baby's Pawn deck. Let's get down like Charlie Brown wearing a nightgown, and we'll reveal what is in today's cards. Very fitting that the God Complex card came out first. See how it's got that fellow pouring out his cup, which was definitely full, but he has a God complex and he's just pouring it out. I'm not saying this is true, I'm not saying this is false. It could be based off of anything. From just a guy who has a drinking problem to a lovely gentleman at your favorite deli shop offering you a sample of Allen's apple juice, but then you decided to pass on it and he became sad, so he dumped the Allen's apple juice out. Could be anything really, but the God Complex card says, I try to play God in the lives of those who I see have the most value, to claim their gifts as my own. Upon doing so, I manifest nothing more than a cup of urine. My laughs turn to shame, and as I dump out the yellow cup, my energy has been drained. I guess I am not God. I only have myself to blame. It's a lesson, not a blessing. I exposed my hand for free. And you have the portly fellow there dumping out his full cup of urine. And now it's just an empty cup. Not to say the cup being filled with urine was a good thing. It's a lesson, not a blessing. And next we have the Exposed card. There's the spider web. Uh-oh, what could that mean, Jelly Bean? Let's get down like Charlie Brown wearing a nightgown and turn smiles into frowns and frowns into smiles. Whether you rock locally or 1,000 miles, it's Kimmy Baby providing the skinny baby. But we have the expose card. So what does that mean? Oh, the lies we tell and the webs we weave in order to keep our true intentions and secrets hidden. Despite others holding back and not worrying about us, we tell so many lies on other people. It has an equal impact of being a liberal politician. Not only getting us caught up in our own web based on the lies we tell on others, the people we tell those lies to see through us. Oh no, exposed. And that's the exposed card with the web. And you see how they spin a web of lies, hoping those lies will carry weight. But much like seen in the God Complex card, it's becoming unraveled, unhinged. The lies are being exposed for what it is. And the exposed card was drawn. Oh no, what shall we do? Everybody can see us. Now we have the false prophet. Uh-oh, the false prophet. Now see, we have this lady here holding a stuffed animal, and she looks as happy as a pig in shit. She's talking into the mic. Everybody's willing to listen. But she has her stuffed animal and microphone, and anybody who's willing to give her a voice, she will cherish. But many people will follow the stuffed animal lady. Let's see what she has to say. The false prophet says, I lead anybody down my specific narrative of choice who is willing to listen. To claim righteousness and be the opposite is to give historical speeches while holding stuffed animals. Listen, God says, because God always has me on speed dial. This message has been sponsored by a prehistoric car insurance company. You can get a 35% discount on your ministry donations. And you can make sure to buy any of her 34 other books, aside from the 35th book, which is How to Manifest Car Insurance Deals from the Geico Insurance Company. Now we have the horse-faced mattress sleeper. Now see how we have that horse-looking bitch showing her teeth, looking very horsey? She's gonna leap some mattresses. Lucky for me, ladies and gentlemen, I traded my mattress in for a set of Vic Firth 5Bs. American Heritage, by the way. But the horse-faced mattress leaper says, whether she travels by her electrical-powered white Prius or goes galloping door to door looking to mattress leap, the horse-faced mattress leaper always makes her presence known. Whether she turns up uninvited or not, she is creepy, she is weird, she is probably married. Congratulations to the lucky groom, living in gloom. Never get a restraining order if you are married to her, fellas. If you didn't marry her, consider getting one. If the husband to Mrs. Ed shows up too, go double for your trouble and throw the book at them. Court's adjourned, the lovers torn. And that's the horse-faced mattress leaper getting what's coming to them. Question mark. Everybody loves people who are unpredictable. But that could be a good or bad thing. People who are unhinged and unpredictable really just need to go get some help and be put away somewhere. But the question mark says, what have I done? The question mark represents having access to all the money and influence one could ever dream of. Yet my daily actions lead me to a state of not even knowing what I am doing or why I am doing it. Jealousy, envy, and hate are emotions of the past, as I have now lost myself and confused myself in meaningless, wasted repetitions. I accomplish nothing. My actions affect a whole lot of people for the worse, including myself. This no longer feeds the ego, it leads me to a state of my very own demise. We're sorry to hear about your destruction. If you put a obituary to it, let me know what you would like to say. And next we have the Smothering Love Bomber. Ooh, it's a low. So the Smothering Love Bomber card says, The Smothering Love Bomber card says, I love you, but I make fun of you every day. You are all I ever think about. I tell everybody we are lovebirds. I know you are not gay or find men sexually attractive, but I can't stop loving you. I feel like you are my person. I have a crush on you. If you reject me, I hope I don't get arrested for making you uncomfortable and violating your personal space. Since I like to stalk you and lust for you, but I don't tell anybody, oh wait, it's too late. Now I'm exposed because I couldn't force you to go gay, and I hate you for it. We're sorry to hear that, and just like I said on that other card, you know, if anybody was stalking somebody, they're fortunate to not experience jail time. Though I wouldn't wish it on anybody, I hope you don't get arrested for being weird. And we have the unmasking. Oh, how sexy is it to unmask a masker. The unmasking card says you are one ugly motherfucker. If the card manifests into your life being a person who lives an entire lie and upholds a series of fake things such as fabricated empathy, fake support, righteousness on the outside and evil on the inside, people will see your true colors, and you are now exposed as a person pretending to be something they are not. You require chaos and it consumes you. Everything you touch turns to slime depending on how many people you steer into the wrong direction. You are somebody who just draws this card but sees another person in your social circle this way. The cosmos set a trap for the fake to be revealed as an entire lie, exposed. So that's the unmasking. Now we have the sexy player. I didn't know like when this card would come out or when any of them would come out. I didn't plan it. That's just the way it happened. But the sexy player says, as a sexy player, I am a bad girl who doesn't view you as somebody I care about. My intentions are not good, and I may run a con job on you if you allow me to get close enough. However, if you find me attractive and interesting anyways, if you can successfully seduce me with your words and charm, I may go from wanting to destroy and take everything to wanting to kiss you every night. I'm the hot girl a lot of guys compete for, but I'm used to treating men like you like shit. Sorry guys, I think I did this one before. It got shuffled back in, but we did that again anyways. Oh well. Now we have the checkmate card. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. The checkmate card says, planning the worst for a person only to have it backfire and manifest back into your own life. Karma doesn't lie. Checkmate. We're sorry for it. We have the Dark Night of the Soul card. Probably a pretty important card for those of you who are in your shadow and need to do shadow work. See how it just has the guy by himself standing and his shadow is the only thing there? Look at something like the tale of Narcissus, the man who stared at his own reflection in the water until he died. Maybe he was in a shadow work because he was so obsessed with his own beauty that it killed him. And the key to getting over doing your shadow work is to humble yourself, to destroy your ego, and just come back down to reality. But not everybody's willing to do that. And if you look at a guy like Narcissus, it cost him his life. We're sorry for it. But the Dark Night of the Soul says, not being currently happy in life due to my choices, past mistakes, and how it affects others, I am forced to acknowledge and correct an ugly side of myself I would rather never face. We all have to do it at some point in our lives. The last card in the wisdom deck is obedience training. See how it has that woman there with the clown weightlifter who looks like he got a free membership to the gym because the woman works hard. Let's see what it says about the duo. Remember, it's obedience training for you married folks. Could be for anybody. The obedience training card says, I am obedient to my wife who wears the pants in our relationship. Whenever she feels strongly about something, I learn to bow my head in shame after she scolds me for a minor argument or disagreement. I'm sure I look great when I don't wear a shirt to work, much like my wife's decent arms, who make sure you notice her sleeveless dress. But I always woof woof and wag my tail when she gives me a treat. Like an obedient dog, I am not a game changer, but don't teach female empowerment. She just conquers me like an adopted pet. Well, woof, woof, woof. Ain't that a thing but a chicken wing? So that's the obedience training card. And you can see the clown there with a membership to the gym. His wife works hard so that he can have a gym membership. Good for you. Congratulations on your obedience training. So we got one from the Kipper deck. I have no idea what it's going to be. This is the community deck. I swear, guys, this is random. You guys saw me do this in the beginning of the video. I shuffled these cards thoroughly. I had no idea what was going to come out. I drew it from the middle. And the concern card came out. See, you have the old guy there just chilling in his chair and he looks concerned. He's by himself. What does that mean? Let's find out. Okay, I'm going to let you guys know what the concern card says according to the instruction manual here. This is another challenging card. Here we meet an older man with anxiety and rumination, apparent in his posture. He closes his eyes to the beautiful warm light streaming in through the stained glass window. Literally, it's a sign of angst, confusion, inability to focus, or even depressed in a mental state. It is unclear what to do, so there's a negative tendency to catastrophize. Did I say that right? To be deeply pessimistic. Well, being a pessimist never gets anybody anywhere. This card describes ambiguities in our daily life, maybe in the sense of lacking career prospects or having fears related to lack of specialist knowledge or information. In some cases, it can also convey concentration problems. In relationship matters, it warns against being plagued by our pessimism and worries. Try to find clearness. This card is a warning to consider the surrounding cards very carefully. It can speak of profound worry, rejection, deception, pessimism, confusion, or lack of freedom. Card 32 is a panicky, desperate card, but card 33 relates to depression and despair. It signals lost hope, but it can end in love and good luck if it's close to card 26, the Great Fortune. But isn't it something how I use my own deck, which is just a idea based on tarot, but it's more psychology and different scenarios with different lessons. Isn't it something how all those cards came out, but the only thing that came out of the Kipper after I thoroughly shuffled it was the concern card, and that's number 33. I don't know if that means something to you guys. 33 in the concern. I cannot read for myself, obviously, right? There's lessons out of every one of these things, but isn't it something how when I play with the community deck, the concern message comes out, and it's got the guy looking kind of worried there. He must hate something. Maybe he hates that he's worried. Why is he worried? Does it have anything to do with any of the messages I rocked in today's video package? Let me know how you rock on Rock O'Clock on the Clock. It is Saturday, October 25th, 4/19 to be exact. Until next time, it's Kibby Baby providing the skinny baby. Stay based so you don't have to get laced. Peace.